Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this is reaching you. It's, of course, this week with me finally back. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start doing these on Sunday evenings. That way I know I'll do it. That way it's like one of those, oh, well, guess what? You can forget this. But yeah, you can tell I am actually in my own apartment now. I'm actually downstairs. The kitchen's right behind me. Everything. Kitchen's closed for the night. I then finished everything. I picked everything up. So it's nice and clean, ready to go in there, ready for the morning, and I can get my stuff ready for breakfast. I'm just sitting here at the table. Got a little round table, got 4 chairs. I sit in one of them. 3 of them need to be fixed, but that's okay. I can't complain about that. We're just going to get a piece of wood and put in between. I got one here works. So I'm sitting in it, and that's fine. I'm not entertaining anybody just yet. I still got wall art to put up. I got everything put away. Just got to put up some wall art. That's about it. And I'm ready to actually rock and roll and be ready to let people come over, and maybe I have people come over and watch the Saints game with me or something like that. I just saw something. I'll take care of that in a little bit, but yeah, I know what happened. I know what happened, and don't know why. But Koike's mom just sent me something on Messenger. But no, I know he's sleeping. Something about last night, I already knew. It's no big deal. But yeah, special shout out to Koike, yes, boy, of course. Mwah, love you, and we'll get going. Well, I'll tell you what, we got 2 preseason games down, and there's 2 things the Saints need to stop doing: turnovers and penalties. Oh, well, the turnovers are, we'll look at it this way. We know for a fact, no matter what, Ian Book will not be the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints game 1. So that's one thing there. Obviously it's more likely Jameis Winston, unless the foot's still giving him problems, but I think he'll be ready in time for the season opener. And if not, well, we got Andy Dalton. So we got two capable guys that can handle the job. Obviously, I mean, look what Andy Dalton did right down the field. Boom, 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 boom. On that one possession ahead in the first preseason game against Houston. But now this week, they'll have the LA Chargers coming in Friday night. So we got that coming up. But the other one is the penalties, all right? People are saying, well, what about probably scrubs and all too? No, we had rotational guys. We had actually guys that's either going to start on offensive, defensive lines, or they're going to be in the rotation. So those guys need to stop the penalties. One way or the other, that needs to stop. So, right. The turnovers take care of themselves because it won't be the guy who's turning them over won't be the guy in there. But still, I think you want to clean that up for preseason. I think you really, really, really want to clean that up. I don't think you want to deal with that. I think that still needs to be cleaned up. I don't know if it's a discipline thing. If that's something Dennis Allen needs to take care of himself or the staff. But whatever it is, it still needs to be cleaned up. Even if it is guys that might be on the cut list. So what? It still needs to be cleaned up because that could be a reflection on the entire team. So that needs to be fixed before we get into this season. But I tell you, people still with this Tampa Bay. You know what? Tampa Bay, you know what they remind me of? Billy Kilmer in the Over the Hill gang. That's what they remind me of. You might say, oh, well, Godwin's not that far over the hill. No, he's coming off a major injury. And people always forget. Why they keep forgetting this? Sean Payton in the offense wasn't the one winning those games. 9-2 over the last 5 seasons. That was not Sean Payton in the offense winning those games. That was Dennis Allen in the defense. And the defense is still here. And in fact, the defense is even better now. I think Marcus May is an upgrade from Marcus Williams. And obviously, Honey Badger, come on. I mean, the only question mark, but it could be John Bostic solving it. The only question mark is what's going to happen as far as replacing Quan Alexander. And like I just said, John Boston could be the man. But I tell you what, the guys that are looking really good for the Saints, Taco Charlton, he looked really well. Now, other than a couple of boneheaded penalties, Malcolm Roach did okay. I'm not going to say he was fantastic. He was better as he stopped making the mistakes. But overall, I think he did an okay job. Well, I think an improvement over the week before. Guys that are really impressing, Trevor Penning, and I tell you what, Cesar Ruiz, wherever he was before, he's a different guy now. Because he was an animal out there the other night. So that's looking well. Now, you still got your people, George Peppers, that still thinks that we need a change. That Ruiz needs to be the center and McCoy needs to move to guard. Why? I can tell you there's a quarterback or two that'll probably tell you to F off. Yeah, you used to McCoy. Oh, because this guy was a college center, we should move him to the center. Why? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it, Michigan fan. I don't get it. Yeah, right. If they used to the guy, well, why change just because you want to make the change? If Ruiz is now doing a good job at guard, which it looks like he's finally turning the corner, leave him there. Why make the change? That doesn't make a lick of sense. Nope, none whatsoever. You leave him there. But like I said, some guy named Winston and some guy named Book won't say anything. But he didn't have the real center. Right, he didn't have the real center. But I think Mr. Winston and Mr. Dalton would tell you to F off. Leave the guy that's there. Right, why make the change just to make the change? No, that's not why you make a change. You make a change if somebody's screwing up. And last time I looked, Eric McCoy is not screwing up at center. He's not screwing up. You don't make that change. Ruiz either gets it at guard or he goes somewhere else. That's all I'm going to say. Wow, I just spent 7 minutes just on the Saints. Didn't even get into the LSU stuff or high school. I'll get into LSU real quick. I'll say it here. Those users said that, now I just draw a blank. I just drew a blank. People said Miles Brennan quit on LSU. He didn't quit on LSU. Year 6, he saw the handwriting on the wall. He saw he was third team at quarterback. So he was not even going to touch the field. But everything he did for LSU coming in here, having 3 different head coaches, 4 different offensive coordinators, it's starting to sound familiar. Doesn't that sound like maybe the Jameis Winston of LSU? Yeah, that's what it's starting to sound like. Jameis Winston his time in Tampa. People want to blame him for that. It's like, really? You tried that many coordinators, that many head coaches. You tried. See how it's going to go for you. The man was brought in by Les Miles. If I remember correctly, had 2 different offensive coordinators during his time that Brennan was there. Then Orgeron comes in, and you got somebody else. Then obviously now with Brian Kelly, obviously brings in his guy, and I mean, lo and behold, it looks like it's going to be competition between Jaden Daniels and Garrett Nussmeier. So saying the man quit on the program, no. He's still going to be an LSU fan. He just made the decision that he knows he's not playing football anymore. Yeah, you third team in LSU. You're not, or any college. You're not going to the NFL. You're not going to probably even go to USFL or XFL or Arena or anything else. Maybe not even Canada. So, he's trying for a doctorate. He's probably going to get it. He's engaged to be married. He's moved on. He's moved on from football. And people that said that saw and watched the practice and all, they knew he was disinterested in it. I think he realized that he was going to be third team. I think he just realized at this point, well, football's not, the rest of my life is not going to be in the cards. That's what happened. That's it. Plain and simple. Just like I said about the Saints, they're going to be better than the national media, the four-letter network, and all these other clowns think. These 4 and 3-letter networks, whatever you want to think, go ahead and think it. They're saying that about the Saints, they're saying it about LSU. They're going to be wrong about both of them. Watch. Watch and see. Both are going to be better than people think they are. Watch. Just watch. High school football. Yeah, we actually, jamborees are coming up. Yeah, we just had scrimmages. Well, most teams had scrimmages. West Jefferson and De La Salle were going to try to get together. Didn't work out. One team wanted, I'm not going to say who's who. One team wanted to do it earlier. The other team said, we can't get the referees nor the police. Oh, okay, then we just won't do it. That's how basically that went down. But a lot of schools did really well. And I tell you what, Denham Springs the other night had a nice little showing against Woodlawn. The big ballyhooed quarterback who's signed with LSU. Tell you what, there's a 6'3", a 6'4" cornerback that plays at Denham Springs. He toyed with him in that game. He intercepted him and just made him look kind of pedestrian. He made him look regular. But yeah, so but speaking of high schools, yeah, West Jefferson, I'll be doing their first game this coming Friday night. It'll be at the Archbishop Shaw Jamboree at Shaw. It'll be the first game, the 6 o'clock game. West Jefferson will be taking on Brother Martin. I'll have the action on the Jam Sports Network. I will cover that game and obviously each and every West Jefferson Buccaneers game this season, and hopefully we get a full season. Yeah, please. We don't want to have no storms. No. Because Coach Willie Brooks and a lot of guys that are in their third year have not coached a full season yet. So yeah. I'll keep knocking. Tropics, be quiet. Please be quiet. Let us have a full season this year. Tropics and we year before it was COVID. So yeah, let's just hope everything goes well and we have a full season. But I'll start with the Jamboree this coming Friday night. Don't know, not sure, certain of color analysts yet. Still need to find out. I found out Simi Carter had something something he had to take care of, and don't know if he'll be available. I don't know how much of the season, if he's going to be available at all for the season, but how much of the season he'll be available for, we'll find out. If not, I'm sure I can get Ernie Waits or I can get somebody else to jump in and take care of that. So, yep. So we got that going on, and like I said, everything else. And like I said, I'm in my apartment now. I'm in Baton Rouge. I'm 10 minutes closer to my truck, the way I park it. So still got that going on. Doing TikToks in the mornings now. Me and Koike take my lunch break and we talk. And it's better that way. It's because it's, obviously nearing his bedtime. So being in the Philippines, so it's nearing his bedtime, so we don't do that anymore. So TikTok, no more. Open mic this past Friday didn't go well. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Didn't go well. I didn't do Mental Health Wednesday. I had something going on. I had the Ken Trahan luncheon to go to Wednesday, so we didn't do the Wednesday stream. And like I said, the Friday stream turned out to be me and George Peppers talking sports because we did the Saints pregame, which we were talking about the Saints. Like, yeah, good open mic. But there you go. It'll get better. I mean, obviously, Maddie missed and all that too. But yeah, we're gonna get it back, and you don't have it every week. 1 week you may get enough people, and next week you may not. We're gonna try to go Thursday this week because of the game Friday. That's what I'm gonna do. I got 6 Fridays, 4 Thursdays. And with the Friday games, we're going to probably do the open mic on Thursday night. And then on the Thursday games, we're going to do it on Friday night. Unless I decide to go cover a game for Ken Trahan. If I do that, then I'll be doing that. I'll be covering something for the original. So, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, living in here alone. I mean, yeah, I can't call myself a bachelor because I'm in a relationship. So it's not that long distance. But I mean, yeah, you're basically living like a bachelor. I mean, you're here by yourself. Getting used to this area where I'm living now, and I tell you what, it's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet, so I'll go with that. And yeah, it's actually raining right now, so yep. So we got that going, and but yeah, I mean, new experience for me. We're gonna try to see if we can do this each and every Sunday. That way, I can get them in and get them done. So hopefully we're back every week. Hope we can go back to calling it this week. All right. Well, as I always say, God willing, I'll talk to you again in a little while.